same thing. Orangutans on the rotation now, pushing on through Chimasera, and they got PMA close by, and I do wonder, does the Orangutans look to stop here? Well, actually, Mr. Clay is a little bit further up with the Mutant in hand, and he may go for the last player in the train, and it is Akita. That is unfortunately that last player. Easy kill. And Rip's actually gone and crashed into his buggy. I think actually maybe Rip was the last player. Still, doesn't change the fact that PMA get a freebie. Orangutans, do they look to now try and return serve here? And I think they will. It's just a matter of can they get the knock. KMF spins out. Surely they will be able to get him.
Oh,
surely he doesn't survive this and does not. Rip, with a bit of help from Rain, along with Kang, they do get the kill onto KMF. 1-for-1 between PMA.
Definitely not the end of the night that Theraton 5 was looking for. The first few games were really quite good, and it did definitely look like they were going to pressure on to Cerberus, and they were ahead of Daytrade at one point, but they have really fallen off a little bit, and it leaves them with a lot of work to do tomorrow. Push coming in here from SGD onto Mr. Clay, who's already gotten himself one. The flash, though, will result in the final kill, and PMA out in 16th.
Play there. Obviously, when you only see it in the kill feed, you're never quite sure as to the validity of it, but no, they'll get revived. Big name from Balmont, though. No reviving these two. And he'll confirm the nade onto both Utah and Glorious. I don't think he was expecting the position of Glorious to be behind the smoke, considering the nade somehow got both of them. A really good, well-positioned nade. It's Nan. Last one alive for AAP. JN, he can't spot him. Oh, yes, he can, apparently, but JN, good headshot back the other way. Gets the kill, wipes out AAP, but he'll be the last one standing for Icarus. As they try and get off the bottom of the standings, now 2 points behind from the future. AAP in 10th go out, and GE on the move, going by Cerberus.
Yeah, Daytrade is just farming the northern side of the map. They have completely cleared out the top side of this cliff. Look at where they've ended up. This is awesome. You know, the next 10 minutes.
Well, the irony is that where Daytrade is rotating at the moment is exactly where Cerberus was at the start of phase 4. And what did Cerberus do? They moved from that position. So Daytrade is almost like a whole circle behind. As Job Jab, speaking of behind, gets from the future from inside of the blue. Nice quick little 2 kills. And on 1 HP, a couple of kills this game, but that's the timing on that. Come on.
The timing.
Kill for Cheating. That was all too easy while you're watching the final kill there onto the Orangutans. The replay from Monty before the double knock. I mean, look, it's impressive. Great shots. Such as Miramar. Very difficult to convert those downs into eliminations. Get kills there. Although at the moment, I think they've got eyes on Daytrade first. Get rid of them, clear the north side, then push south. And here comes Norrens along with the rest of Daytrade. I do believe they're getting shot at the moment by Team Bliss. Yeah, Norrens goes down. That's 2. So well watched and well waited for Team Bliss. They've been waiting for Daytrade to make their move, and they have pounced from a distance. Poochills does get to this position at the hay bales, stays alive. But Bliss are picking up points. They do need to worry about position. He does die to Mirage. That is an annihilation. And Team Bliss out of the bottom 3.
Yeah, that's a big kill for, well, a bunch of big kills for Team Bliss, to be honest. Daytrade, they will not be able to overtake Cerberus, obviously, tonight. So Cerberus, going into the final day of PCS7, will maintain first place. How far can they stretch that lead out, though, is going to be the big question mark. And, of course, for Team Bliss, it finally feels like it's coming together at the end of day 2 of week 2. They've jumped themselves back up into 12th. If they can somehow convert this into a win, they could even start to look at a top 10 placing at the end of the night. And maybe that'll be enough to give them some confidence heading into tomorrow. They're in a really good spot. Monty's having a great game. He's been doing a lot of damage, and maybe this is the game for Team Bliss that they've been looking for. It's been a long time coming. NGE and E-Arena, though, do both have still 4 players alive. Cerberus also having 3, and Cerberus can do a lot with 3. I'll tell you that much. Zizzy's down on the floor. E-Arena, they're not making it clean at all. Cerberus are doing an absolute number to them.
So Junior's gone. 5 teams remaining. Larix, does he survive this? I think he doesn't survive the situation. Cheating does stand up and finds the kill. So now it's only Sapniks for E-Arena. Definitely not going to see them find the chicken dinner this time. And Monty finds a knock onto Tycon. You can actually see in the minimap, Bryn pushing all the way out towards the north side, trying to get vision on this fight. Team Bliss sensing that this could be the game for them to find kills, to really bring home a massive game going into tomorrow, to renew that confidence that they desperately need Insight and Bryn together. Monty and Mirage holding that mountainside on the eastern side of this circle, and they can obviously see all the way to this western position. It's just a matter of how many kills are they going to get from this.
It's a really good push from Team Bliss. They know that they cleared out the entire northern side of the map when Day Trade came across. They had great shots on that, and there was no one else around here. So big push in from Bryn and Insight. The only thing to be aware of course, is Monty and Mirage. If they somehow get crept upon by NGE, then that's going to be really problematic. Nade across looks to be a decent one, and it connects onto both. No kill coming through there, but Insight has got that knock on to Cheeksing.
Bliss win.
And Bryn is continuing to push his way forward. A good circle shift for Bliss, as you've mentioned. Insight and Bryn, they want to clear out these extra kill points, but they have to ensure they don't lose a player in doing so.
That is actually really true here. They're so aggressive at this point, despite having the circle, but they're also at a point where there's only 5 games left after this. They need kill points. They need to start climbing that leaderboard. They backed themselves in. Insight got 80, but Bryn couldn't quite finish off Cheeks in 10 HP. 8 kills, though, for Team Bliss. They're climbing the mountain. They're climbing that leaderboard. Cheeksing stays alive, heals on up, peeks back, but Bryn's watching and just putting the pressure on Buriram.
Darkmar goes down for Monty as well. So Cerberus are starting to lose players here and there as well. The biggest threat is going to be NGE. Bryn, he needs to win this duel. You can't be dropping that. It's going to be 3 players now for Bliss, unless Insight can save the day. He pushes forward. He knows what he needs to do. Bryn, he was a sliver of HP.
Oh my days! Insight's got him up! What a play from Insight to understand what he needed to do. The veteran game sense coming through from Insight, and Bryn's up and running. Tycon watching the warehouse of NGE. Got one onto Young B. But will he get much more? He'll go down for it, courtesy of Van. It's NGE and Cerberus going toe-to-toe, taking each other out. Team Bliss smell blood in the water. They are like vultures looking to pick the carcasses of Cerberus and NGE and see what's left to find. Out of the bottom 4 and back in contention for a PGC slot going into tomorrow night. Himas in a 1 versus 4. What a turnaround.
There is no way Team Bliss can lose this one. Himas a 1v4. He's a good player, but I'm not going to give him a 1v4. Team Bliss, they know how important this win is going to be for them. It'll get them into the top 10, I think, just. And they found him. They've spotted him. Himas now under the pump. Tries to escape, but the reality is this is more of a victory lap than anything else for Team Bliss. They go pushing their way forward. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but it won't matter. Team Bliss, a 12-kill win. And man, they have been searching for that. And is that enough confidence booster heading into tomorrow to keep them in that race for PGC? You mentioned how important that could be. I think they're just in it. I think they're just in with a sniff, but those 5 games tomorrow still remain incredibly important for Team Bliss.
The way they were pushed out, the aggressive play that we saw from them at the end is something we didn't see in week 1. So they've obviously gone, done their homework, looked at how they can improve, and they're bringing that here into week 2. So kudos to them. Cerberus, top spot though, 16 points. Like we've said time and time again, every time they're challenged, every time it gets to single digits, it got as low as 2 or 3 points. Back out to 16, doesn't matter. Obviously not too much